Okay. Thank you, Dre. Can y'all hear me good? Y'all can hear me good? I'm trying to tell these motherfuckers I'm live. So, what's going on, y'all? This is a broken down version of what I usually do because, moving around and shit. So, shout out to Adric. Shout out to Dre. Shout out to JB Designs, Old Soul Chief. What's going on, y'all? Bray J, what's going on? So, no fancy lights. I just got one little light above me, and I got my tablet. As long as y'all motherfuckers can hear me, it's all good. He said we can hear you, but you're buffering. Yeah, the internet is trash in here. I don't know if you can hear me clear, but the internet is trash in here. So what I want to do, there's no particular topic. There's no particular topic. But I want to do a Q&A. I've done a Q&A on Patreon, but I wanted to do a live Q&A. You said you broke because you always bash black women. Yes, I'm trash. Yeah, I'm broke. Yeah, right. Anyway, so shout out to Break the Cycle. What's going on, bro? Yeah, man. So whatever questions y'all got for me, man. Again, this ain't no topic or anything like that, man. I could talk about cat, but I want to save that for a real stream. I watched that whole stream. There's a few streams I've watched, man. There's been even some streams in the space that's been kind of interesting. You know what I mean? Shout out to what's up, Hannibal? He said, nah, what's up, Marcus? What's up, Hannibal? Nah, Hannibal talking shit, man. Hannibal talking shit. So yeah, man. If anybody wants the link, because we can do questions from the chat. We can do questions from on we can do a panel. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna paste the because I want to have a conversation with niggas tonight. I'm gonna paste the link in here, man. We about to do a quick hour. No intro, no nothing. That shit takes time out of the actual stream. You know what I mean? But I watched that MOT shit, by the way. Oh shit. Oh man, I watched that MOT shit, by the way. What's up, Leon? What's going on, man? Yeah, I watched that MOT shit, by the way. I'm not gonna comment on it yet, other than to say it was quite interesting. And I'm talking about MOT versus BGS. Yes, I watched that. Shout out to my niggas who sent that shit to me. Yeah, I watched that whole shit. You know what I'm saying? My opinion ain't what you think it is. Oh my God. But yo, who want to hit the link, man? I mean, look, y'all got questions for me. Look, this is tonight, yo. Any other time, motherfuckers be begging me for the link, begging me to jump on here. Got questions. I'll be talking and y'all type a bunch of shit in the chat, asking me shit, and then I get on later and see the questions that you would have asked me, and I would have answered if I saw them while I was talking my shit. But tonight is the night, man. If you got any questions, you want to ask me, you know what I'm saying? This is candid camera night. You know what I mean? So you wanna jump in here on that. He said I'm gonna be home in like 20. I'll hit the link, Dre. Yeah, gotta hurry up. I ain't on. I'm making moves tonight. So, if y'all wanna talk about something, man, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, whether it be something about the space or somebody typed in a question earlier. Let me scroll up to that. It said JB Design says, I have a question. Isn't SYSBM pro-black by? Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Pro-black by default, doesn't it benefit our people to inherit the wealth, infrastructure, and good business practices of the other races and incorporate it into our own? Under the definition of what pro-black is, no, it's not pro-black. It's pro-black male. Okay, SYSBM is is a BM1 ideology. It's not B1. Okay, so let's talk about that. Thank you, JB, for asking me that, because now you bringing me into the mindset of what took place on my community tab. So on the community tab, I don't know how many of y'all follow it, but I posted something to the effect of, pro-black, like pro-blackness is white supremacy, because pro-blackness is black feminism. See, I say stuff like that, and I want to see who pops out, because in my opinion, there's a lot of B1 shit in the space. I'm not B1. I'm not B1. Okay, that's that panda shit. That's that panda bitch shit. Do not mistake me for B1. Saul, oh man, shout out to Salty Balls. Saul, I'm not home, man. I can't play. Yo, you know what? This is what I'll do. I'll put up his banner. All right, because I'm not home, so I don't have the ad roll. Because right now I'd be playing the Machismo TV ad roll, but since I can't do that, I'm gonna throw this up here so y'all can check him out and check out Machismo TV. You know what I mean? It's something good to, it's news, man. Play that shit in the background while you do your thing. It'd be some shit on there, and some of it will be the best of the Keep It 100, man. Just grab shit, just grab whatever you want. But check this out, and thank you, Saul, for the super chat. Yeah, pro-black ain't about you, niggas. Pro-black ain't about you. I don't care if you want to debate it. My last stream was about this. Okay? All right? Pro-black ain't about you, and it ain't really never been about you. It ain't really never been about you. That shit been co-opted forever. And everybody want to come and talk about, well, what about Jason Black and this one and this one? Listen, the only way you can push a pro-black agenda is to kiss up to black women. Okay? Okay? That's the only way it works. If these women were, when you look at the black women that, are Afrocentric and all this shit, right? They the biggest haters of niggas. They the biggest haters of niggas. Who went at Umar first? When Umar came to build the school for black boys, right? Who went at him first? Who? It wasn't us. Before he got on his pander to the black woman shit, who went at him? Who tried to destroy Umar when he first came on the scene? Who? It wasn't men. Men are only reacting to him now because he's pandering. You know what I'm saying? And niggas think the term pro-black means something. Understand that it's just like Black Lives Matter, right? Of course, Black Lives Matter. But Black Lives Matter wasn't about your black ass, nigga. It wasn't about you. So if a nigga say, well, BLM is some bullshit, people take that as we're saying black lives don't matter. That's not how it works. Okay? So when we say pro-black is XYZ, then you think we're not pro-black. Like we don't like black people. What kind of stupid shit is this? Pro-black has always catered to black women. Head wrap, incense burning, shea butter, all that shit. All that shit. So y'all can disagree all you want. You can disagree all you can feel how you want to feel about that. You're not going to change the reality. What's going on, Rael? It's not going to change the reality. Y'all can struggle with that shit all you like. The only time you're respected in that pro-black framework is when you sacrifice yourself. That's it. Them black women ain't joining that pro-black shit to build with you. Them motherfuckers, the B1 motherfuckers, all they do is criticize the SYSBM crowd for not being part of their program. So the self-interested black men, the BM1s, are shamed and criticized for not making it about the women. What's going on, Phantom Clutch? Jay Jermaine, what's happening? He said, a black chick who used to be affiliated with Boyce Watkins. Let me see. Pro-black has always been about the worship of black women. Yeah, the black woman is God. Okay? It's always been about that. Even Malcolm X, the most disrespected person in America is the black woman. Niggas hanging from trees, but the most disrespected and violated is the black woman. So JB Design says, what do you foresee in 2024 regarding black men, SYSBM, and our relationship with these strategies? It's going to be more of the same. You know, just 1 year difference, right? First of all, America at some point will be on the decline. Shout out to Detro. What's going on? 0861. Right? But as the years go by, none of this shit we talking about is gonna matter. These young kids, this B1 shit is old nigga shit. It's old nigga shit. The closer you are in the generation to the civil rights movement, the more this B1 shit means to you. The older you are, the more it means to you. All the the generations after us, they don't care about this. Okay? But it's going to get to a point where, and I got to shout out to my man, Legend Time Processor, because he's been asking for Great Escape Part 2. Yeah, Great Escape coming. Great Escape Part 2 coming. None of this shit, I keep telling niggas, yo, none of this shit is for you. I don't care. Political parties, none of this shit is for you. This shit, this America is a thing is on the downslide. So it's a bigger issue than us. I mean, again, you got niggas that are waiting for the whole country to fall apart so that the bitches could submit to them. But they're not going to have the $40 that the bitches need from them to submit, right? So let me go into another question. Phantom Clutch says, Marcus, I got gripes with B1. They too matriarchal for my taste. They take shots at SYSBM and Passport Bros because those are black male first agendas. They're black male first agendas. Nobody puts black men first. Black men got to put black men first. That's just how that works. Tell me what the B1 space is advocating for black men. No, they're telling you what you can do for the community. Who's the community? Who's the community? Detroit 313, what's happening? I'm gonna shout out everybody as they come in here because I'm on the tablet. I can see everything. I'm right here, right? Who's the community? Nigga, you ain't the community. How is the community serving black men? Now, Jason Black might be criticizing black women on occasion. So did Derek Jackson. But what are they doing? What is the comeback for black men? We know what the black women expect. We know what they expect. They throw out a criticism of black women every once in a while to make it sound balanced, but it's really not. It's really not. Again, dudes are stuck mentally in the civil rights shit where that's what they think pro-black is in 2024. It's not. That's like talking about the party of Lincoln Republicans. It's not that shit no more. Right? You can't listen, it's over. It's been over. It's over. Prom says, being race loyal, be getting some brothers killed and locked up. All right. So Salty says, do you think there needs to be a multimedia approach, Medium, Twitter, etc., this year to prevent another black male info dark age? Listen, all that's gonna happen is we turn it up, they turn it up. YouTube is turning it up with calling what we do hate speech. We getting shadow banned. We've been getting shadow banned. The more we turn it up, they turn it up. Right? The more we turn it up, they turn it up. Medium, okay. Well, again, these are not our platforms. Medium, Twitter, all of this stuff, it gets to a point where if enough of these chicks say this, that, and the other, mind you, this isn't First Amendment shit. This is community guidelines. This is community guideline shit. If they don't like what you say, you know, you can get ran off the block, right? Ran off the block. So it's like I always say, listen, let he who has ears hear, let he who has eyes see, and everybody else, everybody's not going to make it. Everybody's not going to make it. You know what I mean? The guys who are opposed to this message, I'm not here to show you any evidence. You've seen enough proof. The women are the evidence. They are the experiment. If you get online, if you are opposed to accepting the truth, if you one of them niggas that get on Twitter or you get on Facebook and you see these women doing and saying the shit, and in your mind, oh, these are robots, then nigga, you can't be saved. You can't be saved. So black women will be with non-black women more than ever. I think it was Mr. Z. Mr. Z did a video, you know, and in that video, you know, I was in the comment section. That was this morning, right? Where they were talking about, I think it was Jess or somebody was like, you know, black women are loyal. They don't want to move on from black women. I mean, black men, pardon me. No, it's black men who don't want to do that. Right? There will be a lot more black men dealing with non-black women if they weren't tied by the umbilical cord and getting, shout out to Tice for the Cash App. Right? Shout out to Tice. We're tied to these chicks by the umbilical cord. The shame shit. You know what I mean? Again, the only reason you're ashamed is because you were raised and groomed into this way of thinking by women. There are more women in your environment than men when you were growing up. So your thinking is shaped, your morality is shaped by their grooming. Men ain't grooming children. Women are grooming children. Women have custody. So how you gonna call us the groomers? We ain't there to groom. For one way or another, because they're using the government to alienate us. They got the kids hating you, right? Or whatever reason, right? Shout out to Mike Ferg. What's going on, Ferg? Yeah, Tice is in the building. What's going on, Tice? B1 Pan-African about community. All the while, black women has exclusive black women movements and institutions. Where the black male institutions? Where's the pro-black initiative to give black men like this autonomy or this financial superiority over their women that they're saying we should have? Instead, they're ridiculing niggas for not being the same patriarch that the black women are saying they don't want because they think these niggas is mister. So Hannibal says, why do y'all care what Jason Black has to say? Y'all ain't me. I'm not saying you said it was me, but I'm just putting it out there. I don't really rock with Jason Black. And it's not because he doesn't have any like on point talking points, because sometimes he does. Shit. Umar sometimes says some shit that's on point. But I don't like digging through shit for diamonds. I don't like digging through shit for diamonds. You got shitty hands after that, right? And so I can look. It's nothing that Jason Black is saying that's like profound to me or like groundbreaking to me. Shout out to Lucy. What's going on, Lucy? Right? Let me scroll up. I got questions. You got more questions. And Ty says, "What's happening?" It says Rael. Just to give y'all heads up, certain old niggas will go live when you go live to troll you if you have issues. If they have issues with you, but beware content creators who don't bend the knee to set the table. Old niggas, you crazy, bro. Shout out to Toya. What's going on? Said, do you see black male media finally going mainstream this year? Probably not. No. Like in what way? Give me specific examples. JB said, some fat bitch working in YouTube on the programming team putting algo suppressive in the code on the low. Oh wow. Jake asks, did BGS explain why he's pro-black? He's from the era. I mean, that's like asking somebody from the 70s, why did you wear an afro? He's from the era. You know what I mean? It's like looking at old movies, right? And seeing blackface and being like, why did they do that? That was cool to do back then. It was cool to do that. The dude from the Dallas Cowboys in the crowd chasing the kids in the school, that was the culture back then. Why you own slaves? Well, everybody owned slaves, right? All right, everybody can say whatever they want to for the most part. But as soon as black men with a voice that's not kissing ass, here comes the shadow ban. Absolutely. So if you have issues with him and will have his sucker fans go live to cut your engagement, so when you post your streaking times, they will have others go live. This is the thing. If that's the thing, that's crazy. But again, I don't have proof of it. I mean, hey, Rael, I can't say it's lying, but I'm just the type, like, I don't care who it's about. I like to have concrete evidence. I'm not saying you don't have concrete evidence. I don't have it, right? So, it could be a thing. I don't know. Maybe it is. I'm not denying what you're saying. Ty says, salute community women and felons. Shout out dirty folks, hetero men. We got. Happy New Year. Yeah, what's going on, Tice, man? Shout out to Tice. Yeah, man. Yeah, black women aren't race loyal. Other men just don't want them. This is facts. All right, DM Marcus. Evening, Marcus. Quick question. What was the name of your magazine? Oh, that would be Body. That'll be Body. All right. Motown Hemi 100. I see you, Lucy. All right. Well, many of these dudes need to realize that some of your favorite content creators have tried to work with some of the worst females around while saying this is a male space. You already have black women making videos saying black men are ignoring them in public and entertaining non-black women. Let me see. Tried to hit you up with an email because a nursing co-worker that is friends with, I'm going to assume that says Anawa, and claims to model for the magazine, though she might have done work with you. Let me see. Well, let me see. That's friends with Anawa and claim to model for the magazine. I don't know who you mean, like as far as the friend Anawa. Anawa, I do know very well. Yeah, I don't know who that other person is, but you if you hit me with an email, I'll check it out. So Leon says, I want to have this conversation with Mr. Z before I have it with the space. I think my opinion might go sideways when it comes to the outcomes of pro-black and everyone like women that have, I don't get it. I'm lost. Am I reading this wrong? Yeah, you might have to you might have to retype that. All right, look, man, I'm looking for more questions. If you got questions, ask questions, man. Ryo says, "How can you be pro-black? Much is pro Keisha and Manosphere. Keisha will not accept talking points here." He says, Jake says, "I get BGS being from the error argument, but knowing what he knows, it doesn't make any sense. And it's just blind loyalty at this point." I'm not debating it is or is it. I just gave you an explanation. I ain't give you a justification. I mean, y'all see my videos. Y'all know my point of view, man. Let's not play games, man. This ain't an attack to you, Jake, but you know, sometimes I'll be questioning like some of the stuff that comes my way and some of the questions that I get asked. Sometimes I wonder, do dudes actually watch my shit? Like, it's dudes who I know are in here and I know who watch the videos, and I, you know, because you're in the chat and you're commenting, and I know who the viewers are. But sometimes, no doubt, DM, no doubt. But sometimes I get asked questions like on things that I've kind of like repeated. And like my position on certain things should be, you know, concrete. We know who else is live now. Look, this is Saturday. Y'all, a lot of y'all expect to see me on a Saturday, whether I promote it or not, whether I last minute throw the shit up or not. I think a lot of y'all expect to see me on a Saturday. And if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But I think a lot of y'all expect to see me on a Saturday. You know, to a certain degree. Ty says, "I know one of the models Marcus used to shoot." Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that, brother. Oh man. Uh-oh. See, you saying too much, man. You saying too much. Yeah, so so what is it? It was a video that came out a few months ago. Yeah, she lives in Japan. I'm looking for questions, man. Where the questions at, man? Where the questions? I don't care who's live. They can watch me now. They can watch me later. I understand that it's good to have a bunch of people on the stream. Right now, there's 42 people. Hit me with that like, though. Hit me with the like. I can't see it because I'm on the tablet, but hit me with that like. Hit me with that like. Let's get it to at least 42, 50, whatever. Hit me with that like. But yeah, man. Yo, dudes are really like that. I kind of expected dudes to be in their feelings about a comment about the pro-black movement or the B1 or whatever. But I would imagine, like, because dudes are still kind of stuck in this dream. Still kind of stuck in this dream. There's 44 people in here. You said there's 29 likes. There's 44 people in here. So yeah, please get them up. But you're kind of still stuck in this dream of Jake Zero. What's going on, man? This pro-black dream of black men and black women getting together and blah, right? In America. It's not happening, man. It's not happening. The pro-black women are expecting you to give them a white patriarchal fantasy wherein you relinquish, you know, control over the shit. And if it goes left, then they blame you. So T says, "Do you think we've done enough to debunk faulty research in academia?" Well, maybe for this audience. Which faulty is that Claudine Gay fiasco offers a strategy? It depends. I don't think that it's just certain topics that I don't think ever like should be dropped. Because you know, it's people that think that, oh, you recycle these talking points over and over. Shit. Well, if you looked at any magazine like Men's Fitness or Muscle and Fitness, or you know, any of these magazines, every few months they got a magazine, an issue that tells you how to get six-pack abs. They do at least 2 issues a year that focuses on abs. For years, they've been doing this because abs is never played out like this. These things over and over and over. So you're telling me that in 2024, stop making, the men's health abs issue because we did one last year. So let the niggas who want to read the abs issue find the old back issue if they want to get 6-pack abs. No, that's not how that works. This has even McDonald's keeps promoting a Big Mac. Right? So you gotta keep pushing these ideas out because the other side ain't quitting either. They still going to promote you as the DV, the face of DV, you as the face of SA, right? You as the face of the R word. The degradation of the black male image. Them motherfuckers work full-time every year, 24 hours. So to say that, oh, we need to stop talking about this. No, never. 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 So let me see. So pro-black has an identity of heterosexual black men, then women, then everyone else after, like LGBT. No. Pro-black is women first. Shit, LGBT might even be ahead of women. Ahead of black men. Right? So they publicly say why they have their own movements outside of pro-blackness. No, but pro-blackness is not a male movement. No, bro. Let me add.
Hello, good evening, Marcus.
What's up? Before you jump in, I want to address Leon, and then there's a couple more questions I want to, But no, this is heterosexual black men, then women. No, that's incorrect. That's not what pro-black is. Right? That's not what pro-black is, right? No. Pro-black, if pro-black was men first, and then they say, okay, well, y'all pro-black motherfuckers, we got to build our own shit because no. So what are your thoughts on critics calling us lames merely because we're pointing things? I mean, they got to do that. You listen, look what they do in the cat. You have to destroy the credibility. Now, mind you, are there lames in the space? Absolutely. And this is the problem, Tice. Too much of that shit, we let too much of that shit live. So the fact that we let too much of that shit live, for reasons that I have my own theories, that gets associated with us. That gets associated with the guys that are serious about shit. Now, Tice, you're a political guy. You're a dead-ass serious guy. So when they call us lames, they're attaching us to the lame shit that certain individuals have allowed to live because lame shit or lame individuals have been allowed to attach themselves to this. The problem is when you got people who say this, then you get backlash from inside the space. You get backlash from inside the space from that. I've gone through this myself. I'm like, yo, y'all got to call this shit out. Well, they're going to do that anyway. Okay, well, shit. If you want to say that, you might as well say, well, all of this shit going to happen anyway. We might as well not say shit. You know what I'm saying? Before you jump in, Dre, I just want to get caught up. I have experience with this in college B1s when I called out a whole professor and niggas defended the whole who was corrupting male and female students. And them dudes, yo, fuck college culture. Fuck that culture. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that culture. That shit is crazy. Dre, I see your comment. You know what I'm saying? Emo is in the building. Shout out to the trolls. Emo is in the building. All right. Do you think America's viewpoint of black men will change as black women's credibility slides further? That's a good question. Shout out to JV. Yes, as black women's credibility slides further into the gutter, will America's viewpoint? I think in terms of sexual marketplace, maybe. That's a good question. That's a topic. JB, that's a topic of discussion. All right, Tice, we're less than 10%. The mainstream black men, in my opinion, are scared of black women being honest. Yeah. Can they be convinced, or should we let them crash? I say let them crash. Uru says, you just want to watch shit burn. No, I don't want to watch. Nigga, I'm going to go over there. The shit is burning over there. I'll turn my motherfucking head. I ain't got to watch the shit, but I'm not jumping into no fires for nobody because, niggas got daughters and we got to save shit for their daughters. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Shit, I got a daughter, but I ain't a firefighter.
Nah. Salty Ball, some of these B-dub academics plagiarize or even skew research numbers, asking for raw data and getting peer-reviewed journal articles retracted. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm almost caught up. Let me see. Yeah, Leon says, I never found it beneficial to black men compared to everyone else. All right, pro-black is generally community first. Community is black women. I want to make that clear. I don't want people to make the mistake of thinking community means black men and women. It does not. It does not. It does not. Right? So let me see. Oh, MOT is in the building. I'll get to you, MOT. Pro-black is generally community. Oh, okay.
Morgan or just me?
Yes, I'm gonna have to man, because this fucking connection is trash, right? So, man of tomorrow, MOT, I watched the shit, man. Now let me say this because I was gonna actually save this commentary for another stream. Well, first let me read your statement. Sorry, dude. Pro-black equals cleaning up after bullshit. Look, man. All right, so since who can't hold their own nuts. Look, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm gonna say this because he's in the building. I just finished watching this man's stream. I just finished watching your stream. The BGS versus. Yo, I was gonna save this for another stream. Okay.
Yeah, I only came up just to lightly touch on it. You definitely can save this for another stream.
What do you think my opinion is, Dre?
I couldn't tell you what your opinion is on this, but like I actually watched MLT's stream earlier today as well. I watched the whole thing, and then I even went like Dr. Carr was doing a stream today too. I was there, I was watching it for like a good like hour and a half. And I think it was rather hypocritical for him to say that like you should because well, sorry, to bring it back a little bit, like it seemed like the point that he was like arguing with, like in the video, was that I made the mistake of saying community when I should have said what PhDs do you know that are doing stuff for black men specifically? Because when I watched that Dr. Carr stream, like the guy has like 15,000 subscribers, and he had like 1,100 people in the live chat. But when I was looking at the live chat, it was pretty much all women in there.
Right, but this is the thing, bro. So this is my response to that, right? And me and MOT have famously crashed out, right? We have famously crashed. But Drew, you know me, if it's real, it's real. Right? If it's real, it's real.
Yeah, that's why I fuck with you.
MOT is not pushing PhDs. You got like, and he said it, like, you know, there was a lot of over talking and shit in that stream, but I heard everybody speak. Over all the voices talking over each other. It's like you can't really hold MOT for PhDs if he's not promoting PhDs in the space. You can't say that, right?
That's a fair.
You can't ask MOT, well, what PhDs you know, because MOT is not saying, hey, look at my PhD niggas in the space that's represent. You can't, it's not the same thing, right? So the guy who's saying, hey, I'm rolling with the PhDs, he's the one that has to represent what his PhDs is about, not the guy who's questioning him. You can't, that's a I know you are, but what am I argument, right? Am I making sense?
Yeah, that's a fair assessment to make.
Right. You
like
can't.
the only reason why I asked him that,
go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I was saying the only reason why I asked him that question is because he was getting at the other PhDs that are in the space that are actually saying stuff that are like black male specific. But the PhD that you mentioned, like I said, I was in the chat, like the dude has like, you know, like I want to say I'm a numbers guy, though I'm not in finance or anything like that. But I was just looking at the analytics of it, and like the guy has 15,000 subscribers, 1,100 people in the chat, and it's mostly women. And like the stuff he was talking about sounded like some pro-black stuff to me. But
right, but it
would
saying
but that he has more of an impact than the ones in the space.
So in other words, you're saying that the PhD whose name he mentioned isn't riding for black men. He's riding. You saying that he's a panderer or something?
Yeah. And apparently, from one of these dudes that frequents the space that is up there, you know, in education and all that kind of shit. Like he was saying that like the PhD that he mentioned is like one of those dudes that like pander to like the Democratic Party and that kind of bullshit. So it's like, what if that's the case, then like what is he doing to help black men?
Okay, but let's pretend that he's doing nothing. MOT's not doing streams with him, and you understand what I'm saying? Like, look.
Yeah, I get you.
Now, niggas know I fuck with the PhDs. I fuck with Dr. T, right? I fuck with Ron, right? The link A is open. It's open. So let me. This is going to be interesting. Wow, I didn't expect it.
I think MOT got me wrong. I think he thought I was maybe on some like save the community type shit. That's not what I'm on.
No, that's not. No. That's not even the argument. The argument is, if you're going to say that you're bringing people here, if MOT brought the guy you're talking about here, then that would be an argument. And I'm not defending MOT. It just makes sense, right? It just makes sense. It's like, well, your PhDs, if MOT's argument, I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong, but if MOT's argument is the guys that you brought to the space aren't doing nothing for black men, you can't respond to that with, well, who do you think we should bring into the space, right? And then, you know, do an examination of a guy who he hasn't brought to the space, right? Let me bring up T. I'm just saying, like, it would have to be. You would have to. This is gonna get interesting. Wow. Like you would have to. The argument would the burden is not on MOT, is on the guy who brought the guys here and made them credible in this space. Again, I'm not defending this man. I'm just saying what makes sense. So, let me go in order. Salty, what's up?
Hey, what's happening? Sorry about that.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
Hey,
ahead, Salty. Good
hey,
evening, brother.
salute y'all, salute panel. Thanks for having me up here. Um, I was trying to pose the question one of really projecting power in the sense that a lot of these folks, the opposition, they have a sort of academic activism kind of a complex going on to shit on black men. My apologies. Can I cuss on your can I speak
You
freely?
say whatever you want, bro.
Okay, cool. So I was thinking that, I mean, Claudine Gray incident, I don't think people, really paying attention to the opportunity is the fact that a lot of these folks came in on some like affirmative action stuff and they really don't have the skill set that they purport themselves to have. I scour the literature when it comes to research, and when you really look at the research with a keen eye, a lot of it has methodological errors. It's filled with ideology. It's filled with a whole bunch of gunk. Now, the problem with this is if you're a PhD, you could be called for congressional hearings and testimony. You could be called to court, and therefore, case law could be developed or actual law could be developed. And I feel that, what's the best way to do it is to cut them down to size by really questioning their research, getting journal articles retracted, snatching that will stop a lot of this stuff. I think that's a silver bullet that we aren't necessarily paying attention to. I don't know, something to think about.
So it's Man of Tomorrow's on here, and he's gonna, I think, respond to Dre or whatever it is that you want to say. Go ahead.
All right, like, I didn't come here to blow up your panel or anything. It's just say I
No,
thought
I
we had
didn't.
this conversation.
I don't think you did. But go ahead. I'm listening. We
Good
listening.
But
evening,
you have to
MLT.
understand. Okay, so I never claimed that I brought PhDs to the space to do anything. Like you have to understand that I've been in this space for a long time, following these type of arguments for a long time. So when you're saying that, I I have a problem with PhDs because I know PhD outcomes. I'm from Mississippi. Most of the people, like I have 7 PhDs in my graduating class.
You cut out, MLT.
Is he
No,
still
I
there?
mean, like a Rottweiler just walked into the room. I'm on my brother house. The Rottweiler just walked into the room growling and shit. But I'm cool right now. So, all right. So what I'm saying is that when you ask your question on um, AB Media stream, and I did not disrespect AB Media, you seen what I said about every PhD and what I have a problem with. Like that's based on the fact that I was going through a PhD program myself, right? When I was working at the VA at the time. Like PhDs go get a PhD and then they do shit with their PhD after they're done. Like I'm not here to litigate the actual Tia Johnson or none of that. But you got all your questions answered and you got the reasons for my actual answers. It's like, bro, like I have a lot of experience in this actual field when it comes to black male outcomes in my state. Black male outcomes. It may not seem like outcomes to anybody, but having the police have less interactions with personnel on the street in Aurora, in Denver, and all the other cities when it came to marijuana. That's why we worked to legalize it. Because most of the actual stops was based on the fact that they said that they smelled some stuff and that's why they needed to interact with the actual public at large. It's like I'm really out here trying to do stuff for actually men in the area. Like the things that I work for, I don't care that less people show up for the actual political conversation. And that's what happened. Like once we made like certain educational things that we can actually do for people in the actual community, we gave them free busing and light rail services to go to actually Community College of Aurora, Community College of Denver. Like those are the things that I'm working with locally. I have an MBA. I had an MBA when I came to the space. 2015, I already had an MBA. I had an MBA in 2007. I mean, I'm not that old of a guy. I'm in my 40s, lower 40s, by the way. So what I'm saying is, like, when I criticize PhDs, I know what they are not doing for men. No, when they come out with plans and agendas for people, I know what they're not doing for men. Period. And it's like you gotta. I'm sorry. If you're gonna have outcomes, you gotta take a side. You gotta be able to work toward a solution. And it doesn't matter whether you respect the system or not. But if you're gonna work within that system, you're gonna have to be able to take a side and have an actual solution. Fourth thing, your questions were very valid that you asked me. I gave you very valid conclusions about what I thought about each one of these individuals. These individuals I measured up with, dude, I can name hundreds of PhDs who are actually doing things, but they're not on YouTube because their actual actions are within the actual community itself with where they actually are at. So it's like this YouTube thing about content creation and keeping black men weak, that's different than the actual PhDs who commission studies in their actual communities and actually get different vendors to actually update and actually how much money that they have to be mandated that they spend on food for nutrition in schools. That's what PhDs do where I'm from in Mississippi. But when we have PhDs within this space, they're not doing any of that. The only thing that they're doing is they're just keeping people centered around the actual woe is me, bitch is so strong, I am so weak, I can't do shit about it because I ain't got my shit together shit. Like, that's my criticism because I know what PhDs do.
Let me ask you a question, right?
Okay.
So I'm somebody I kind of rock with Dr. T, right? I listened to enough of his streams. I don't think I've ever heard, and I might be mistaken. Maybe you have, but I don't think I've ever heard Dr. T himself say that he's doing something to save black men and boys. I think that his platform is more about, I guess, giving black men the information that they need to fight this information war that we're dealing with, right? But I don't think that he ever sold himself, and I'm speaking for him, as someone who is moving the needle or getting legislation done, this, that, and the other. Now, whoever might have spoken on his behalf is a different thing, but I don't ever think I never heard that come out of his mouth. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know.
Okay, so here's the thing about TSI. If it was a singular entity by itself, not connected to BGS it more, I would respect it more. But it is the person who pushes you that is who doesn't take a side. Because I got a lot of connects out in California, probably too many. I know these dudes are not working for these outcomes in those cities and states, but it's just like look. He can only do so much as somebody who works at the actual facility where it's at. When you got somebody who is hell bent on leveraging everybody else's credibility for his own personal gain.
Who are we talking about? We talking about Dr. T, or are we talking about?
No, we're talking about BGS, who leveraged these guys' personal credibility for his own gain. The guy's been here 10, 11 years. LER movement been here 15 years. Guy could have been had a PhD. There's really no reason. Oh, okay, well, I'm being interrupted, but go ahead, good sir.
No. I'm sorry, man. No, continue, because I want to, but I'll wait. All right.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, if we're going to have black male outcomes, I hire felons. My hiring of felons started after the Angry Man stream that people thought that I didn't hire people with kids. That's when my hiring of felons started. After I had that live stream with him in the back chat, and BGS was there. He was there. When we had it out after the live stream was over, after I said some out-of-pocket shit that apparently became my brand everywhere, that I don't hire dudes with kids. Like, after I had the actual me and him back and forth, after the actual live stream was over, because see, no one has ever asked him about the after actions of me talking about what I didn't want to do.
I don't
Right?
mean to
No,
interrupt you, but I wanted to say that I do respect you for changing your stance on that.
no, because I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. And he let me know that I was wrong. I mean, it wasn't as diplomatic as you may think, but he did let me know that I was wrong. And I had to change my stance because he had a better idea than I did. On that, he had a better idea than I did. And it made me bring in more loyal people to actually have less problems in my actual business. I can actually thank him for that. And he knows, like, this is why he never brings it up on his own, but everybody else brings up what they thought that they heard on that live stream. But there was a whole different conversation that me, Grinch, like I could name 10 people who was on the actual stream, who was actually there in the actual after stream, that we had it out, and it was like, well, why don't you look at it like this, and why don't you look at it like that? And I'm like, you know what? Never thought of it like that. Me, I was just 100% because I just lost a $1.5 million Navy contract. I was super hot about that. I came in hot off the presses, off losing a contract, and then he kind of told me that you need to think about what you're saying when you're saying it in front of people, and that's how I got a channel, by the way. Because I was normally just a high dollar contributor to the Man of Spirit before that actual conversation, which other people don't even know or recognize that that's what happened back then.
I got questions for you. So shout out to Big Kev. Big Kev says Dr. T. Hassan wrote a book on solution.
Bro, you gotta have an implementation piece.
Thank
So,
you.
so
Hold on. I got to shout some people out. Mackenzie, that's all I'll say. Shout out to you for the Cash App. You know, I think I already shout out Tice for the Cash App. So I guess I'll let Saul T speak first, and then I'll because I got a lot of questions for MOT since he's here. So go ahead, Saul.
okay.
Right, man.
So I'll come to this with fresh eyes. I would say I don't know the whole context or the background of, for the most part, of what's being argued here. But what I can extrapolate is that, I can agree that Dr. T, he provided some framework. And at the very least, that's something that we need. However one can adapt it. We're all men with, their different, specialties and things like that. We can't assume that because somebody has a PhD that their depth and breadth of knowledge is applicable to, all different fields and stuff like that. All it takes in a lot of ways is, getting the conversation started, especially in the right circles and that sort. Dr. T, I've come across, I can say even before even coming to this space, I can say years ago. Okay. Curry, I've come across long before that or whatnot. There's that sort of occupational translation thing going. If we're talking about implementation to what? As it relates to what? Healthcare, as it relates to mental health, as it relates to business. I'm just, trying to, tease out what this means a little bit more, because I don't want to get into the fallacy that, because there's the specialty in one thing that it should be of all. That's a, kind of a grand extrapolation with all due respect and politeness, but I would like to point that out there. Secondly, okay, PhD is a research degree. Okay. They, add things into the halls of the literature. That's exactly what they're doing, research output. Okay. How somebody could measure outcomes, whether it's through an evaluation or, efficacy study or whatnot, it depends on the nature of the stuff. You mentioned having an MBA. MBA is more professional. We can't assume that all these
But I was
wait
okay.
a
Well,
minute.
let me correct you. Let me correct you. I was going to a PhD program when I was working for the Department of Veteran Affairs.
Okay, in what field?
Medical research.
Medical
For a very
research?
specific. Yes, sir. Medical research for a very specific outcome for prosthetics for actual veterans.
Okay, all right. And guess what?
A very specific type of medical prosthetic for veterans that is way like right now it is too normalized to even try to add something to the conversation
Cool.
because you can't add anything to the conversation about prosthetics when it's whether it's graphite like this is before traumatic brain injury was a thing. This is when I was in school before traumatic brain injury was something that was recognized in front of the federal government because they were just trying to just deny people off based off claims, and we were trying to find ways of actually getting their claims actually verified through other means. But once they actually started actually because I'm an Air Force veteran, disabled veteran, by the way. It doesn't matter to anybody, and you don't need to thank me for my service. I did that to get out of Mississippi. That's my fault.
I was about to
Nobody else
thank
is
you.
responsible for that. Nobody's responsible for that.
Okay.
And I'm glad and I'm happy for the every experience that I ever had, and I would never take it back. At
So
the end of the day, go ahead.
so salute to you. And as you stated before, I mean that's something that's very, very, very specific where you're dealing with efficacy studies,
Yes.
evidence-based studies when you're doing randomized controlled trials. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Dr. T. Hassan Johnson has a cultural studies degree or whatnot, where he talks about frameworks, which he's laying the blueprint in regards to black males and how could these things meet and be adapted
I
specific
don't
to
think
the
that's the
field.
same thing. It's
No,
not the same thing.
no, it's not the
It's,
same thing. But what I'm trying to tell you is that, I mean, of course, I know it's not the same thing. I mean, with all
what you're
due,
trying to
wait
equivocate
a minute,
what I was doing
with
medically
all due,
with what something is
no,
culturally. It's not the same thing.
no, no,
Like
no, wait a
me,
minute,
I
wait a
was
minute,
going to school
wait a
for a
minute. Can I
very
finish my
specific,
point? Can I
sir,
finish
sir,
my
sir.
point, sir?
I
No,
want to
like,
point, but
go ahead.
before you disagree with him, I wanted to make the point, and then I want to
Mhm.
hear your feedback on it.
Okay. All right.
I got.
All right. So, for example, evidence. So medical field, and I will qualify this. Okay, I have a background in quality and doing randomized controlled trials. Okay, multi-site. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna
I
just leave
don't know
that
that.
there.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
leave that
We're gonna find out what your example is.
there. So medical. So obviously there's the hierarchy of research and medical research when it comes to whether or not something is a case study, which is low level, versus something that's a high level randomized controlled trial. Okay, which is one of the most highest evidencing of research. Now, cultural studies is a little more something that has uh, you know. Something where you could create frameworks so that people can adapt them to different things. Like, for example, if someone were to develop a black masculinist form of therapy, the framework has to be created first before one can go out in the field and operationalize it and work with therapists, let's say mental health, and to see whether or not it actually works. So somebody has to create the framework first, and that's what Dr. T. Hassan is doing. Okay. The other thing is when you have somebody who's let's say this is how they come up with stuff like feminist based therapy or feminist based writing, creative writing, feminist based this, that, and the other. Somebody has to create the framework in order for it to be applied to different fields. I'll land my plane there.
Okay, so let's go through this. You just explained my actual point of view before you even got through. Okay, so what I was doing was extremely specific. So what we're talking about, like what you're talking about, is something that is randomized. Africana study is not based upon the framework of providing solutions for black men and boys. That's not what the actual degree is set up to actually do. That's not what the Africana Studies is set up to do. Can you actually, after you actually have your credential, do studies and everything else? After that's over with, to do studies appropriately? Like, the reason why you go through the PhD process is to learn how to do proper research, peer-reviewed research within the actual credential to which you actually have actually pursued. So when you're saying that a person with an Africana Studies degree cares somehow about mental health for black men and boys that are created in a very specific environment, he has to have a psychology degree to do that. Like I would, he does. I mean, and even if he doesn't have the degree, he need to hire actual other individuals who have that degree.
Okay, so why
In
is
that,
so why is that? So what's the problem? It's been done with feminism before.
wait, hold on a second. I'm not talking about feminism. I don't. Okay, let's get this under control. Once you start talking about black masculinity shit, I'm lost. Arnold Schwarzenegger never called himself a white masculinist. So why do we need a black masculinist with black masculinity? Like, listen, when people are talking about masculinity, like, sir, when you're talking about masculinity, that's a self-esteem based issue. If you feel like you're not being respected in society because of the degree that you chose to actually go pursue, you have to actually compare that to other people within society who actually have pursued the same degree, who actually are trying to change things in society. Like, most of this black masculinity stuff is all emotional. It is not anything else outside of emotional. Like, this is what I do not understand and I do not care about when people are telling me about, oh, a black masculinist perspective. You're not a masculinist.
Like,
you're not a football player. You're not a basketball player. You're not anything that is privy to the black male form when it comes to anything except for victimhood and being birthed in an actual society that don't respect black men. That is not a masculinist.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That is never.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's not a fair example to use because like isn't he like German or some shit? Like white people don't.
No, Austrian, sir. But at the end of the day, once you start using these terms that has nothing to do, sir. So when you start using these terms that has nothing to do with the actual field that the person is in, like I've never heard this term black masculinist outside of that guy. You know what? Jim Brown never called himself a black masculinist.
That's
never done that.
That's determinism. That's really determinism in a sense that you're assuming that people who have the basic tools of research and the skill set cannot actually add to the literature or being exploratory in nature. That's a really.
But you have to understand that's why you would have pursued that degree.
Wait a minute.
That's why you would have pursued that degree. Like when you pursue a very specific degree for a PhD,
iteration of the PhD is one of hyper focus versus.
Let me actually explain to you the PhD process because you've never been through it.
How do you know? How do you know this?
I was in a PhD program myself.
But how does that negate my process?
I am going to repeat that.
How does that negate my process?
Okay, so
you also said that you never finished the process.
Let me actually.
No,
I'm just saying.
Hold on.
Okay,
let me get it under control. All right, Dre. Hold on, Dre.
My bad.
All right. Hold your thought, MOT. I want Salty. I'm gonna need y'all to be concise because this I didn't expect. This is one of those.
I didn't expect to see.
Like I didn't expect this. This should have happened on a night that I had more time. So, right, I want Salty T make it as concise as you can because I want you to get in. I want MOT to get in. I'm just chilling. I'm listening. I got my own questions, but I want. Go ahead, Salty.
I wasn't done with my actual statement because he's trying to tell me about a PhD program that he was never part of.
How do you know that?
No, but he was
never finished your PhD program though. So like, how can you speak on that?
Okay, so let me actually get done with my actual explanation.
Go ahead.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, all right, so here's the thing. If you are adding something to an actual collective of an actual information source, you actually have to be qualified to do the research for that thing. Like I don't see this anywhere else. So when you start talking about PhDs and PhD programs and what you think that you understand about the PhD actual program, you have to understand it because you agree with a person. That doesn't mean that they're following an actual framework or model that you have to actually cite that he's actually doing. Africana studies has nothing to do with caring about the emotional labor of black boys. That is some emotional grift shit that he's getting off online. There is no psychological professor. There is no psychiatry professor. There is no law enforcement perspective professor that would ever endorse an Africana studies person even delving into that actual framework. But within
Like
Black
100 is
America,
12, a 12,
okay,
100 is
okay,
12 years.
okay. Am I going to finish my actual explanation? Because you can answer my explanation after I get done explaining.
The
I mean,
PhD that you mentioned is a PhD in Africana Studies. I watched his stream today. He's a PhD in
Okay,
Africana Studies.
no. This is a new
You're,
explanation that I'm giving to you
you're
right
being
now.
rather hypocritical here.
I am giving to you a new perspective right now on the process that you don't understand.
we don't
I'm
want
giving you the process that you don't understand. That's what I'm explaining to you. The process. I understand that you want to skip over the
you didn't
process
understand it because you
and
ain't
that
finished, but all right.
Exactly.
no.
That's the point that I was trying to make. It's like, how are you
No.
gonna
That's not the
tell
case.
people about
That's
a
not
PhD
the
process if
case.
you don't
You
know the
That's
also
not
said
the
that he would have
case.
been
That's
fine
not
with
the
him
case.
outside of BGS.
Hey,
I'm just
Marcus, you got to
saying.
moderate your panel, bro. I'm trying to explain it
But
to
you're
him.
filibustering
My
Okay.
too.
explanation.
Look. This is
What is going on here?
this is what I need. This is what I need. MOT. I want you to speak, but look. This ain't the 3 hour stream tonight. I want you to say what you.
It's not the 3 hour stream, but I need to explain exactly what I'm actually saying because
But they have a point. You really don't
they
know.
don't have a point.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Before
This
you
is bad
disagree with
faith.
you don't know if this gentleman has been through the PhD process or not, and that's his point that
Which
he's
one?
making. But
Who?
I'm talking about Saul T.
So, like, am I really supposed to debate somebody with the name Salty Balls about the PhD process? Am I really supposed to go through that?
You
The
better
internet.
ask around
Come
about
The
it.
on,
name
man.
doesn't mean
Come
anything.
on,
This
guy.
is the internet,
But
man.
Come on.
okay. So look,
Come on, man.
check it out.
Come on, man.
I want MOT to finish. Look, MOT finish.
You're making an ad hominem attack. Like this
Look,
makes
It's
no
let's
not
sense.
ad
gotta keep.
hominem.
Look, hold on, hold. Let's look, because if this shit go left, they
Bro,
gonna
you
blame
make
me
it
because he.
ad hominem interruptions.
Let MOT finish his point, right? And then I want Salty to jump in there. MOT, man,
Okay.
we're making it happen, bro. So let's make it happen. We're making
Okay,
it
so
happen.
what I'm saying at the end of the day, there is no psychological or psychiatrical person within their program who would invite somebody within Africana studies to their program to talk about a very specific issue about outcomes. Africana studies have a very specific framework. Now, if you actually have outside of YouTube content an actual organization that you've actually formed, which most PhDs do after they actually get done with their PhD program, if you are actually on an actual board or organizations where you actually do those type of things, your actual framework would make sense. But if you graduated in Africana studies and you delve off into black men and boys and their actual outcomes, and you're not politically writing policies or creating studies for that actual thing, you're actually perpetrating a lot of things that is not going to be economically or even educationally cogent within that actual field. You went and got an actual degree within a very specific framework. When I was going to get a PhD, it was for medical research, for a very specific framework for veterans. Once I got that actual PhD in that actual study, that wasn't like like I wanted to get out of the organization, so they handed it over to somebody else. I handed my research off to somebody else to actually complete. Right? I handed my research off to somebody else to complete, help them actually write their actual paper on that actual specific thing. That's how that works. Like I didn't graduate or act like I graduated and then I just moved on to pretending like I cared about a certain level of people that I did not go to get a PhD for. You have to understand that once you learn how to do research, you have to add something to the actual field so that way you can be able to be
Got it.
cited. And,
Okay.
Can someone else word in, brother?
and that's what the actual peer review process is about. You can't be peer review process in an actual career field that you have nothing to do with. But at the end of the day, please tell me about your actual understanding of the peer review process. I handed my research off to somebody else and I did something else with my life outside of the actual fact. That's why I ended the PhD program. Because once I moved on to somebody else, what they was trying to get me that they was going to pay for it, by the way, they was going to pay for me to go through it. Now that I found somebody else to actually go through the actual process because I was moving on to somebody else, somewhere else in life, I handed all my research off to that individual, and that individual completed that actual study on that, got the funding for that. Everything was actually fine. I moved on to something else. My MBA was fine for what I was actually doing right now, businessly, with what I was actually doing. I was trying to do the VA a favor, but they didn't have anybody else at the time who was going to be able to actually go through the actual process. But at the end of the day, if you don't understand the process, but at the end of the day, if you just want to help me through my actual explanation, now you have to come through as a person who has not ever been through a PhD program. You're going to have to actually explain to me what you actually have for you in this actual process. Even though you don't understand the PhD process and everything else, you have to explain your process. Yeah, sir.
So
I'm gonna say this much. I'm gonna contextualize this, that the argument is dead on its heel by, talking to somebody you don't know on the internet. Even basic research would dictate, even asking around and finding out. I think you're getting caught up in a moment. You don't know what I have or don't have or would experience or whatever. I think I told you enough to know about even your field. Okay. I mentioned randomized controlled trials. I even dropped an article in the chat there that talked about, the intersectionality, not that word there. I know it's
intersectionality.
No,
Why'd you bring it up? Why'd you bring it up? Why'd you bring it up?
Let him talk.
No. Once you start bringing up this bullshit, I'm gonna have to. No. Dude, at the end of the day, what are you talking about? Intersectionality.
You're emotional. Let me finish because I have the floor now.
Intersectionality has nothing to do with the actual research process. It has nothing to do with it.
See, here we go.
Not to have anything to do with it.
No,
intersectionality has something to do with the fact that you don't know.
You gotta hold that talking point. Hold the talking point. We ain't gonna forget it. You talk about intersectionality. Let him finish what he had to say. Go ahead, Saul.
Intersectionality between two different fields, the meeting, the nexus. I'm thinking you will be bright enough to understand the context of what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Kimberly Crenshaw, bitch ass. Okay,
who is Kimberly Crenshaw? What are we talking about here? Who's that?
Let him go. So, continue.
Okay.
Who's that?
Okay.
Everybody let you talk for like 20 minutes uninterrupted, but you keep interrupting.
Sir, but at the end of the day, once you start saying bullshit, I have no idea what you're talking about. What does Kimberly Crenshaw have to do with your explanation? That's what I mean by adding this actual bullshit to the actual
I think you're getting caught up into semantics and nomenclature, and you're not allowing people to.
Your name is Salty Balls, sir.
That's
your name.
And that's giving you a hard on, and not
look. Let's not do this. Let me get to these super chats.
Okay, go ahead.
Soon it's gonna really be over. right? So Big Kev says, to be fair, several therapists such as kosher clinician and healthy gamer GG do talk about how traditional talk therapy is terrible for men, right? Thank you, Kev, for that. Dre, who's on the motherfucking panel, says, I got my popcorn for the circus. Look, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Look, this is
Dr.
an event.
Thunder, you know
right?
I
So
have a house
I'm
6
trying. Look,
blocks from you.
check
Good
this
Lord.
out. I'm trying to keep this boat from tipping over. And you know, niggas know I like the drama, but I'm trying to keep this shit from tipping over. MOT, I listened to the stream. You had some strong points without having to go left, and I want some of that on here, right? So
I mean, but that's not going to happen if we're going to talk about Africana studies and this dude's talking about intersectionality.
But
like,
you talking about his name,
bringing all
Salty
that
Ball.
stuff
I think that you're playing semantics, intersectionality, nexus, meeting of the fields. I mean, you can try to use these as daggers, and I think that you're insulting people's intelligence here that they don't know how to.
You are insulting my intelligence.
Okay, so I gave you the floor, and you consider yourself somebody who's esteemed and academic, and I respected you enough to allow you to go ahead and talk. Okay, I'm not going to get distracted. At the end of the day,
you're just not going to sit here and run up the score on bullshit on your end.
Now you got to.
You're admitting that the score is being ran up because you're actually giving me safety.
Like MOT, you're not giving him.
You're shooting yourself in the foot.
No.
Not giving him a chance to
At
talk.
the end of the day, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're talking about intersectionality and everything else. We're talking about a very
people know process. The difference between the words.
Do they now?
So this is all in bad faith.
Hey man, at the end of the day, you call yourself salty balls trying to have a serious conversation. Remember that, salty balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't tell me what your name, salty balls.
And it's staying in your mouth, right?
Don't put a salty what BGS did to you on the last stream. You held it down. I want you to. So look. Salty,
but at the end of the day, we were having a back and forth based off of things that were true. This guy's trying to bring in gobbledygook like masculinist and actual other things like
the point I'm trying to make here. The point I'm trying to make here.
That means you don't know what you're talking about.
Let him make the point.
The overall point is that to be determinate enough to feel that fields are fixed enough that people are so focused that there's not going to be any nexus between two fields is asinine. Okay, at the end of the day, I mean, I just dropped a journal article in the chat, peer reviewed, where there's the meeting between African American cultural studies or whatnot from the framework of hip hop, along with the use of therapy. This happens normally, and it happens normally all the time.
Therapy
you can ask around if you're curious enough about. You can ask around if you're curious enough about my pedigree.
Science is good enough without hip hop being associated with it, sir.
Okay, poetry.
Freud did not have to reference hip hop, did he? Did he have to reference hip hop?
Oh,
did he have to reference hip hop at all?
You can what? You can have it.
Way off top.
Bro.
You can have
at the end
of
of
the
day,
it,
you sound stupid
you got it.
Fuck.
You got it.
Talking about hip hop and therapy.
You
hip hop is the opposite of therapy.
Like
hip hop is the dressing up of illiterate,
dumb
nigga-based processes as something that should be respected in society. Once you start talking about masculinist perspective, once you start talking about
can I say something?
Masculinist perspective. Once you start talking about intersectionality,
you got it, bro.
All this other stupid shit. You're not even talking about things that are scientifically based.
You got it, man.
You're not. These are all bullshit-based talking points.
You got it all,
man. It's not even true. It's not even true.
Salty, do you mind if I say something to MLT real quick?
Oh my god!
If you're allowed
this
to,
shit
go
is
ahead.
Crazy.
Go ahead.
like I was just gonna say, I actually wanted to give him his props for changing, like I said, for changing his opinion on his hiring practices, where he was talking about like he didn't want to hire anybody that had children, and the
That's
reason that he
not what the
explained on the stream,
conversation was.
like you're
That's
not letting
not
me
what the
finish,
conversation
bro.
was.
You've been talking this
That's
whole
not what the
time.
conversation was. But you're not gonna mischaracterize my points. That's
I'm
not
not
what the conversation
mischaracterizing
was.
you. I said I would
You're
give you credit.
mischaracterizing your own
Like,
points.
No,
like
sir, you're not.
that's
At the end
exactly
of the
what you're doing.
day,
I was actually about to give
dude,
you your credit, but you're
listen,
interrupting me. You're not
I
letting me
don't care
finish.
about your credit, but you're not gonna mischaracterize the conversation. I gave
See
you
what
a
I mean? Like,
specific characterization of what the conversation was about before.
You
and
can't
now.
even
What you're
distinguish
not going to
between the critical framework of intersectionality and a word being used in the context of
I
conversation.
don't give a fuck
can't
about
take
none
you
of that
seriously.
shit. Like once you
I
start talking
can't
about
take you
intersectionality,
seriously.
you're not even talking to me
oh
anymore.
man,
I
bro.
can't
We're
even
talking
take
on
you.
some
You're
other
not,
shit.
you're not being
Okay.
like
We're
you're
talking
not
on
being
some
serious
other
and
shit that
logical
Continue
I'm
with the
because
not
you're
even
feminine
making
here
a
energy.
for.
point right now.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
even here
Really
for.
sad.
Okay,
And
okay.
Hey, I thought this was gladiator school where logic reigns supreme here. That's the currency,
Bro,
right?
at the end of the
I'm
day,
not
bro,
talking
like,
about the fact he said he could
like,
have
bro,
thrown me
I'm
down
not
a
gonna
flight of
argue with a
stairs.
dude
I'm
named
saying he would have
Salty
kind of
Balls
reciprocated
about logic.
real
I'm
life.
not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. You
Hey,
call your name Salty Balls, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it
Hey,
being
look,
salty
look.
enough to stay in your mouth, but it's
Check this
cool.
out. Everybody,
Hey.
everybody pause for a second. Everybody pause for a second. Shout out to D-Rock Den for the super sticker. I want to take this in a different direction. All right.
All right.
So what I was gonna ask MOT was this. I get often asked, right? I get asked often, what's my affiliation with BGS and yada yada yada. And I, the question has been answered a million times. I said that when I came to the space, he's the one that promoted the channel, et cetera, right? Now, MOT, you have said in the stream, like me and BGS be chilling. We know each other in real life. And I'm here to tell you that's not factual, right?
Well, that's what he said. That's what he said.
Oh, you would have to link. You would have to send me that link. But
I mean, he deletes a lot of his live streams, and
This
nigga
can't stop talking.
And even
bro.
though this guy, come
You're
on,
interrupting the host.
I don't want to go.
No,
left with
I'm
that.
not even interrupting the host. I'm
It's
actually
not
correcting the
it's
actual
not a
statements
point.
that come out
I
of his
brought
mouth.
that up. I brought that up
Okay.
to say I got a question. So, with that being said, you saying that you have an issue with Dr. T because of his affiliation with BGS, and if he wasn't connected to BGS, you would have less of a problem with him, which is pretty much. And I've said the same on the stream. I said your issue with me was my affiliation with BGS, right? What I'm saying is this, right? His affiliation with BGS is for the same reasons as mine. BGS brought him, et cetera, et cetera. So why can't what he say stand on his own merit as opposed to you throwing him under the bus? No, let's listen to the question. As opposed to you throwing him under the bus by association. Because to be honest, me and you say a lot of the same shit. We just approach it different.
We do. Like I think we do.
But I'm ducking shots from you and I'm shooting back, and this for nothing because I'm affiliated with a guy you don't like. And to be honest, there's certain opinions on that we even align with, right? So what my thing is,
that has to be a one-on-one by itself.
But do you find it productive to do that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Explain. I want to listen to this. Explain why.
At the end of the day, anybody associated with BGS should be dead. At the end of the day, this guy who's 65 years old, who come online, who haven't taken a side, who should have right now living in a liberal society called California where everything is provided for him.
Marcus, can I say something real quick?
Like, what the fuck is going on? Dude, listen. At the end of the day, you have to understand that this guy is here to leverage the credibility of other individuals because he has none. That's my point. That's my point of BGS being here at all. He doesn't have any type of credibility, period. And what he does is he comes to these lost, broken, dumb, ignorant black men, and they want to have a voice so bad that they will get behind a 65-year-old grifters
Like,
who don't
my only
have
disagreement with
anything else
with
to
your
do
stream, since you
online.
talk over everybody else, I'm gonna talk over you. You
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
over
yeah.
everybody
But
else,
at
so I'm
the
gonna
end
talk
of the
over
day,
you.
You have to
But
ask
like,
him to grant you an audience.
yeah, like this nigga won't
grant
stop
me an
talking.
audience.
Like,
I don't need an
this nigga won't
audience with
stop talking.
BGS. Bro, listen, man. I don't need an
Like,
audience with
No, we
BGS.
talking
I
about
can
you.
fry him.
Dude, look,
I can
I'm
fry
trying to
him
be
on
respectful,
any
but you won't
live
stop
stream.
talking, bro.
Dude, at the
And
end of
you
the
also
day,
threatened
it
me,
is
so I
my
gotta tell you,
time
gotta
to
shut the fuck up.
talk. Dude, at the end of the
Nigga,
day, you
it's
could try
been
to
your
do
time to
all
talk.
this
You won't
BGS
stop
Let him
stuff
finish.
that you can
No,
actually
this
do.
time, let it,
At
I
the
got.
end of the day, you don't even
This
deserve
nigga's
the
gonna
right to
finish
even
tomorrow
talk to
morning.
me because you didn't even respond to my live stream that I actually done. I don't need your help. I don't need anything. You need the history of the actual space at hand. At the
Okay,
end of the day,
Mississippi on top.
Like,
get it.
like,
you should not.
like,
You should not even be here talking to me at all. You didn't listen to the actual live stream. You want me to be nice to the people that you actually
you did not include in
are
your
here for.
stream
I
the
don't care
part when
about
we
your
were talking
opinion.
about
I don't
we
care
were
about your
talking about
opinion.
taxes.
I
For
don't
you
care
all
about
here,
your
this is
opinion.
called
With
the
Salty, who is
fallacy of
American.
authority.
And you have
Listen,
nothing to say about it.
This
listen,
is called the
listen,
fallacy of authority.
dude.
Exhibit
Dude,
A.
I'm not a tax professional. Why
I
would
never
I be
said
able
you
to
were.
add something to a tax professional based conversation when I'm not a tax professional? Like,
I'm just
this
saying,
is the problem
like,
that I'm saying. When
like,
you listen to this
like,
BGS Itmer motherfucker, you think that you got to be able to add
you
everything
got a
to
hard
every
on for BGS,
conversation
bro.
that is
Like, I
actually
gotta
being
ask,
able to
nigga,
be
like,
discussed. That's not how
are
that
you?
fucking
What
works.
team you
You got to
playing
be
on?
able to actually specialize in some shit and be able to limit your fucking opinion there. At the end of the day, I didn't interrupt your tax shit. At the end of the day, I pay somebody $5,000 a fucking year to go find everything that I actually need in the tax discussion. Like, I don't need to come out here and clout chase on everything that I need to know on fucking nonprofit organizations and everything else. I don't need to do that type of shit in front of dumbass niggas whose only point online is to talk about weak ass fucking bitches that you
Oh my
dumb niggas
God!
keep
Like, you
fucking
won't
coming in
stop, bro.
contact with.
You
This is
won't
the
stop.
actual problem. This is you
This
guys'
nigga's been
problem.
You
This
just,
like
is you
Marcus
guys'
has only
problem.
been live for an
You
hour
just-
and a half.
You
you just
guys'
manipulated,
problem.
right?
You
Like,
guys'
literally
problem.
half of the
You
literally
guys
half
want
of the
to
stream
actually
you've been
talk
talking.
over me on this fucking live stream, and I ain't gonna
You've been
fucking let it
talking over
happen.
everybody else.
Yes, right, nigga. I'm gonna kick your fucking teeth out. As soon as you open your fucking mouth and try to defend this fucking Itmore nigga, I'm gonna kick your fucking
Nigga, like,
lips
I
off
I
your
know you
fucking
might
face.
be ex-military, but that shit don't work in
Oh,
the streets. You
nigga,
catch a
get the
bullet
fuck
trying that
out of here.
goofy shit.
Dude, at the end of the day,
I've seen many articles to confirm
you're
this,
here to
so
talk to
go
me.
ahead with
I'm not
that.
here to talk to you. I already talked to you. I answered your actual question about these bullshit fucking PhDs that don't nobody fucking need. At the end of the fucking day, these people are not in nobody's fucking community doing any motherfucking thing. Right? No, they're not doing shit. Jack
You got the
shit.
outcomes
They don't-
report to show that?
Yes, I do.
But
What
they're not-
state do you live in, sir? What state do you live in? Who
Why
just
does it
said that?
matter?
What state? Oh my God! If I'm gonna talk about outcomes of my state of Colorado versus your state, I need to know what state you live in.
MOT, we heard that much. Listen, I listened to the stream. I'm sure a lot of people here, because it's like 805 people on that stream. We heard you make these arguments on there, like about Colorado and things like that. So I don't want to.
Yeah, Colorado works just fine. Don't need
We don't-
niggas.
like,
Don't
what I'm
need
saying is-
Itmores. Don't need black masculinists. Don't need none of this shit.
But we don't.
Everything works just fine.
We don't want to redo those talking points. What we want to, let me see, make sure I didn't miss anybody's super. If I miss your super chat, let me know, please. Shout out to number 16, say MOT doing the Lord's work. Thank you for that.
Okay,
super.
so Marcus, what you can do is you can go into the actual live stream itself while it's live. You can
I
go
can't.
to the
I'm on a tablet, bro. I can't do that. I'm not home.
God damn. Oh, okay.
So
All right,
no,
all right,
we can
all
do
right.
this again.
Got it.
I got to be somewhere at 8 West Coast time, but this is the thing, right? Because I'm asking you some questions that I kind of, because again, these things that you're mentioning now, I heard on your shit or AB shit. I don't want to redo that, but what I'm
correct.
like,
But the people who claim that they did listen to the actual live stream are trying to relitigate that. So at the end of the day, if you don't understand what the actual framework is, then I have to go over what the framework is. Like I don't like okay. So once you start talking about intersectionality, a black masculinist, or all this other shit, you're not even talking about the same shit I'm talking about.
But my question is,
you're just a dumbass nigga who don't understand how anything works, and you're just throwing anything to the wall
let me ask
to make
you
sure
this.
it sticks.
So you saying, okay, and this isn't my defense of anybody, but these are just questions that I have. You'll say, well, the PhDs aren't doing anything. I don't think activism is part and parcel of being a PhD, right? So I'm not.
But he brought PhDs to the space to do something. Like BGS brought PhDs to this space to leverage their credibility to boost its own popularity. That's what happened here.
But that's not activism. That's not the same as saying, well, what are they doing for black people? Because then you have to say, well, you know.
I know, but Andre asked me this dumbass question about what is Dr. Carr doing for black people, but he never asked Dr. Thunder, T.S.on Johnson, Ron Neal, or Green Gorilla, what the fuck are they doing for
I think
black American citizens?
I reiterated.
He never done that. He never done that.
I reiterated what I said earlier. I said, what is he doing? What are the PhDs that you know? Because you're disparaging the ones that are in the space. What are they doing specifically for black men?
PhDs.
See what I mean? Like you just keep talking over. Like you're not willing. You're acting like a woman.
You know what?
No, wait. Listen, you just keep talking. You won't shut the fuck up, and you're threatening.
Okay, so here's the thing.
It's like, bro, like I don't take threats on my life.
You're the one without the understanding. You're the one without the understanding. You are the one without the understanding. So you need to go do the research, not me. At the end of the day, you believe in bullshit niggas who's gonna bring you an actual answer. Like Dr. Thunder, dumbass who can't even talk 3 minutes without even getting lost in his own goddamn words with these fucking talk. And he has to be cut the fuck off to bring him back to the conversation to which he was fucking speaking at. These are the dumb niggas that you believe
serious looking like Steve.
We ain't in the military,
bro.
Nigga,
at the end of the motherfucking day, you believe in bullshit niggas, and these bullshit niggas ain't giving you shit. A nigga who's happily married apparently is talking about going in on women every fucking morning at fucking like 8, 9 o'clock in the fucking morning. Like, nigga, there ain't no PhDs doing no shit like that. But at the end of the day, you got so many dumbass fucking black men.
Exhibit B. I'm that nigga complex.
Legitimate point of view, it's fucking crazy.
Exhibit B. I'm that nigga complex.
Let me jump in. Hold on. Let me jump. Hey, I got a super chat. Let me shout out my
stupid.
Scott says, let's get dangerous. You're an asshole, D. Scott. Let me ask you this, right? And this is concerning Dr. Thunder. I think, you know, especially Dr. Thunder, who I've done streams with. You say
I think he's the dumbest motherfucker on YouTube. The dumbest nigga on YouTube.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. You say that black men need to leave worthless women alone. What Dr. Thunder does is he displays the thing you're talking about, right? Again, I think your issue with Dr. Thunder is the same.
Is that he exists.
It's definitely his. You wouldn't talk about Dr. Thunder if he wasn't a BGS affiliate. You don't talk about
it. At the end of like, dude, I live 6 blocks from Dr. Thunder. And
nigga, do you ever shut the fuck up?
Dude, at the end of the fucking day, you trying to make yourself be something. At the end of the day, you ain't got shit. You want to come on a one-on-one, sir? You want to come on a one-on-one? I'm not BGS. You want to come on a one-on-one? You want to have a real discussion?
BGS is live right now. Why don't you go to his stream and go talk shit to him?
Dude, BGS has blocked me on all of his streams, sir. What the fuck is this?
You know what? I'll offer you a neutral site if that's the case.
Okay, fine.
If that's what you want.
Fine.
Yeah, super chat break. Super chat break. Shout out to the Kobe.
Marcus, I'm gonna hold you to that. Marcus.
What's that? What I miss? I got a super chat, but what I miss?
No, sir. Marcus, you say you're gonna hold an actual open live stream, so that way I could be able to have a one-on-one with this actual guy who think he could be able to handle me on a one-on-one stream.
Oh no, that's salty. No, that's me. That's me
saying. Oh God, that's even worse. A guy named Salty Balls want to fucking actually have a one-on-one with me, nigga. That is fucking amazing.
Okay, Darkwing Duck.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Is that funny to you or all your people?
Yo,
I'm gonna let all that shit.
That's why I said one butterbean short of diabetes. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh bro. My God.
I'm just saying, bro.
Look. Super chat break. Super chat break. Shout out to the Kobe. Super chat break. Shout out to the Kobe 42. He said, "You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts." Check this out. Y'all got look. Y'all got me on some Don King shit tonight. Only in America. Let's get ready to rumble shit. You know what I mean? I need likes for this shit, man. Fuck that. Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta run 100 likes up for this shit.
look, Dre, Salty, and MOT. We gonna hold this bitch hostage just for a second. I want likes, motherfucker. This is worth it.
Yeah, it's worth a
y'all
like.
it up, you know.
I'm on with dudes who tried to have conversations and know what happened, and,
Nigga, you
and
won't
I have
stop talking,
a
bro.
conversation with a dude named
You won't
Salty
stop
Balls.
talking.
I gotta have a conversation with a
Stop
nigga named
talking, bro.
Salty Balls. Long as I've been here, I gotta have a conversation with a nigga named Salty Balls.
Like if you won't,
Salty
like you won't
Balls,
stop talking, bro.
Salty
like,
Balls.
Let's get the likes up there.
They stay in your mouth though.
We got hot sauce in here.
Like get them up, get them up, get them up, get them up.
We got hot sauce in here.
Well, who the
We
fuck
got
is
hot
hot sauce?
in space. That's an
nigga. Like, well, what the fuck?
He's an Ivy Leaguer, and all of his names
what
are
the fuck
troll
does
names.
that mean? If you're around bullshit niggas, what the fuck is your Ivy League means? If you're around bullshit niggas, what the fuck?
The point that I was trying to make, but you won't stop talking, is that he's more intelligent than you are.
Nah,
he
that's
uses
what
troll
you think.
names.
That's what you think.
Okay, whatever.
At the end of the day, you have to be around bullshit niggas to feel comfortable. You can't stand on your fucking own against me.
That dude lives in China.
On what subject?
He
where he lives at. It doesn't matter where he lives at. What the fuck does that mean? Does that mean that it's something to me because he lives in China? Nigga, I've lived in Germany for 7 fucking years.
You couldn't stand it around the PhD committee.
Oh my God. These are not PhDs. These are fucking entertainment grifters that you dumb niggas believe in. What the fuck are you talking about? I gave you actual PhDs who do shit for a living in real life, and you niggas
you only mentioned one PhD when I put you on the
spot.
Yo,
y'all are taking away from answering my question. Y'all don't realize this shit. I asked him a question, and y'all argue with him, gives him the out. Listen, MOT, I'm asking you, why are you holding the PhDs in this space to activism? Let him answer the question.
They need to actually do something with their actual credential. For the people who are actually graduated within my class, most of the people in the actual South who are actually PhDs, they have actual organizations. That's why you get your fucking PhD. So that way you can get government funding to solve the fucking problems with the actual specific career field that you went to school for. That's exactly what the fuck I would have did with the VA if I would have graduated from them. But I handed off my research to somebody else, and that person is doing all the same shit that I would have did. I went on to do something else, but at the end of the day, you don't get a PhD to come out here to market to broken fucking black men. They would knock these motherfuckers' teeth out for trying to market broken black male philosophy to their fucking sons and daughters. They would never fucking allow that shit. Anybody who cares about their goddamn child, they would never let Dr. fucking Thunder at fucking 8 o'clock in the morning talk to them about the failure black comes or what a bitch fucking picks as a goddamn husband. What the fuck? Like, nigga, that would never fucking do no shit like that. No person who cares about their child would never fucking have their child listening to any of these bullshit niggas in the goddamn space that be just brought here.
Let me get a super chat break. Shout out to Salty, who's right here. All right, let me bring it up. My man says the generous, and I can thank you personally since you're standing right there. $100 super chat for a massage.
Bro. Pay to troll me, nigga. Pay Marcus.
You don't want to hear trolling. You won't
pay troll me. Pay Marcus to troll me, nigga.
You don't want to hear trolling, bro.
Read it, sir. Read it.
For a massage and Tylenol. Check this out. Before y'all jump in again. Oh man. Wow. I got.
You knew what it was gonna be when I came up.
We got 15 more minutes. That's hard out, right? We gonna do this again. This is crazy.
I didn't expect all this, Marcus. My bad. I didn't mean to come up, bro.
These to say that.
Pay to troll me, nigga.
These streams are not for children. Like, we don't do this for children, right? So, to make the argument that Dr. Thunder, you wouldn't let Dr. Thunder talk, or men wouldn't let Dr. Thunder talk. I don't think Dr. Thunder is trying.
No, they would let that dumb motherfucking music.
This nigga won't shut the fuck up.
Talk to their goddamn son or daughter about the outcomes of weak ass bitches who can't pick men. Why the fuck would they allow that dumbass nigga to fucking goddamn? No, nigga. No, nigga. I was
My
actually
parents
raised
were
with
married. I don't know
two
about you,
parents.
but you won't shut the fuck up.
Grandfather
Bro, it sound like
and
you dropped out
grandmother,
of a
bro.
pastoral program because you talk too goddamn much.
Nah, bro.
I'm
At
just
the
saying.
end of the
I
day,
mean,
this
look
is all
at
y'all
look at.
got.
I mean,
This is all
Nigga,
y'all
you won't
got.
stop
it's a
Your
talking.
part
name
of
is
that
Salty
Mississippi
Balls.
culture
Your
right
name
there.
is Salty Balls.
Yeah,
What the
and
fuck?
Like,
you
Nigga, your
crying
name
over
is
it,
Salty
right?
Balls.
And
What
that's
the
the
fuck?
only point.
What
But
the
you're
fuck?
the person who said that you would agree with Dr. T. Hassan Johnson and everybody else, but
If he would have built this platform not off of broken black men, I would respect him for it. Any PhD, like
so if it's a broken black man, wait a minute. If
like-
it's a
like-
broken
bro.
black man,
broken black men don't need to be marketed
what are you doing to
to.
help? What are
They
you
don't
doing
need to
to
be
help?
marketed to.
What are you doing to help?
Listen.
But every second you keep threatening me with
Are you ready for my answer? Are you
It
ready
sounds
for
like
my
a
answer?
Yeah.
At the
black
end
man
of
thing
the
to do.
day, if you are actually listening to T.S.on Johnson,
You threatened me
Green
twice.
Gorilla, actual fucking Ron Neal, you are beyond fucking help.
Okay, so what
You're
alternatives you got?
beyond help.
What alternatives
My
you got?
He has
alternative
no
is turn that
alternative.
bullshit. Wait, hold on. You
Well,
ask me a question, I'll answer it.
Go ahead.
You turn these bullshit niggas off. You stop complaining about the fact that you haven't been given a actual start in life that somebody else have given you. You come out here, you take advantage of the shit that has
What
actually been
alternatives
done.
you got?
Like, sir, I'm explaining the alternative.
Okay.
But you gonna throw me through the alternatives?
No, I'm saying
Short,
who?
short form
Okay.
version.
Listen, who? Give names.
Okay.
Give names.
At the end of the day, if you are listening to T.S.on Johnson, Ron Neal, Green Gorilla, Dr. Fucking Thunder, or T.S.on Johnson, you are beyond fucking help. Yes,
Okay.
you're beyond fucking help.
Like,
you don't,
Okay. So
you
who is
haven't
this
participated in the
alternative
political system
and
at
these
all. You
PhDs
haven't
in the
taken a
community
fucking
that you
side
have?
at all. At the
Like,
end of the fucking
this
day,
nigga won't
you
shut the
need
fuck
to
up, I
look
swear
at
to God.
other PhDs.
Who? Give us some
Other
alternatives.
PhDs, other Dr.
Like
Clark,
who?
Dr. Rashad Ritchie.
Oh my God.
Like, bro,
What-
these
who-
are actual YouTubers. Dr. Rashad
Who-
Ritchie, why don't you look him up? Look him up, Dr. Rashad Ritchie.
Wait,
NYC, Dr.
wait,
Rashad Ritchie. Why don't you
I'm
look him
just
up?
saying,
Look
you
him up.
talking like
Look
you
him
just
up.
had
Look
a
him
ready list.
Look him up. Look him up. Look him up.
You won't shut the
It
hold on.
seemed
Look
like
him up.
you
I
had-
gave you an
Hold
answer,
on,
and you
hold
still
on.
don't want
Hey,
to even.
Saul.
Yeah.
Chill. MOT, I gotta call a flag on the play.
Okay.
Some years back.
Unnecessary roughness. Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah,
Before
stop
I
talking.
say shout out to Big Kev 9539. He said MOT getting his panties in a bunch over BGS. Don't respond to that yet, MOT. Don't respond to it yet. Don't respond to it yet. Don't respond to it yet.
I'm cool with these niggas actually
Nigga, shut the
paying you
fuck up
money
and
to
let the
actually
host
talk
talk.
to me.
No. Hey,
My links stay dropped on my channel, and these niggas don't come up. The last time Kev came up, he couldn't
Nigga,
answer
like
a
the
simple
host is
question
talking. Why
in
can't
his
you shut the fuck up?
look. Hold your
in his
thoughts
small
on
ass
that.
city that
Hold
he
your
fucking
thoughts,
lived in
flag.
about simple politics.
Hold your thoughts on that for a second. I gotta call
ahead,
a
sir.
flag on the play.
Go ahead.
I got a long memory, right? So listen.
Go right ahead.
A couple years back, you came at my neck for posting the Dr. Rashad Ritchie video. Do you remember this?
Which Dr. Rashad Ritchie video?
It was where the
And what was
cops.
it about?
It was the cops arrested some dude, and he was talking about. It was on video. And you came at me for defending degenerate or some shit like that, and you kind of.
What was the situation? What was the situation? Like, come on, bro.
It was some
bro.
police.
You got to be exact because
it was
the
a
person
police.
who used to be in law enforcement. I am the
foremost
foremost law enforcement
Man,
critic. I would never defend no shit like that. You know I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that.
Do you ever shut the fuck up, or do you?
Hold on, Dre.
Oh,
chill,
bro.
chill,
Dre, man.
Chill.
No,
MOT.
I'm cool with Dre.
Listen to me, MOT. In that post,
could you
discredited Dr. Rashad Ritchie in that post. Now let me tell you, if you don't know,
which post?
No, I just told you.
What did I actually
I can
disagree with? Because I'm the foremost police critic within this space. I think that police.
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. You don't even know what I'm saying before you interrupt me saying that.
Marcus, hold on a second.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
No. Let me tell you before you start to get this out.
You're
Let me
offering Dr. Rashad.
let me tell you this before you get this out.
Somebody we should
At the
listen
end of the
to.
day, I've never supported police doing.
I'm not talking about that.
Shit.
Look, fuck what he was talking about. You
okay, so now it's fuck what he's talking about.
Yo,
now.
you gotta hear the context. You're responding
Okay.
to shit. You don't know the You gotta. I heard you in this other video use extreme logic and rationale to make your points. I want you to do that here tonight. What I'm saying to you is this. And shout out to General Tito. Oh gosh, you General Tito, you kill him.
Man, fuck General Tito. General Tito is a fucking coward. He know he can't face me one-on-one. He set up an actual conversation with the fucking actual rapping fucking attorney.
You going left again?
Show up.
He hates everybody.
He didn't fucking show up because he's a fucking clown and a special ed.
No. Let's go back. Let's go back to the point.
Let's get back to this.
I
had to read Tito. Tito posted a super chat. I got to read the super chats. Tito, thanks for the super chat. What you did was, let me say this before I even say what you
pay to troll me, General Tito. Nigga, I will come in your motherfucking house.
And I'm here arguing with a nigga that look like he's self-fisted.
You are one of the dumbest niggas in this
bro. Hey, look, I'm trying to address something with this guy. Don't make it harder for me because we're running out of time. When it's time for me to hit this X, we're gone. Just understand this. MOT. What people know about me in this space, if I said you said something, you said it, and I can run back and get it.
That's not the case.
What I'm saying to
that's
you
not
is
the case.
You know what the case is.
Nigga, stop talking, bro.
Nigga, that's not the case. I've never supported
what you did
about
was
with Dr. Rashad Ritchie. I've never disagreed with Dr. Rashad Ritchie on mostly anything. I've never disagreed with Dr. Rashad Ritchie. You have to post that. You have to show me screenshots of that before you actually start talking about it, bro.
No, how am I gonna do that before I start talking about it? It just came up.
But at the end of the day, before you actually start talking about it, could you bring up the actual story?
No, I'm gonna
referencing before you actually start talking about it. Because if you can't do that, then you actually fucking lying about the shit, bro. Come on, bro.
MOT. We're having the conversation now. There's no way in the world I can bring that up in real time. But niggas know I can clip it and make it a short. Now, if I do that,
I mean, you can take anything out of context.
No, MOT, I want you to hear this. Don't take it as because I do this to others and they think I'm attacking them. If you're demanding that I prove it, I can do that. But don't take it like I'm attacking you when I do.
But there has to be context here.
No,
what story are you talking about? What story are you talking about? Because you set it up.
The context is that you propped him up just now, but you've in the past threw him under the bus.
I've never thrown Dr. Ritchie under the fucking bus.
Y'all heard it, right?
Never thrown Dr. Ritchie.
So now we can move on.
At the end of the day,
it's coming. But
dude, at the end of the day, what story are you talking about that I threw him under the bus? What was
doesn't matter.
How come you can't tell me what the context is?
No, because that's not the point.
You can't tell me what the context is? You disagree, but you ain't got no context?
The point is that you're propping him up today, but you kind of threw him out under the bus yesterday. Shout out to Bray J. He said this live stream should be called Open Panel Q&A. The MOT releases the Kragan edition. This shit is funny as hell. I appreciate that.
That's not the no. I came up here, but at the end of the day, your guys believe in bullshit PhDs. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm arguing with a nigga named Salty Balls for some fucking reason about actual things that actually goes on in the fucking career.
And I'm arguing with a nigga
that looks like a guy named Andre who claimed he actually listened to my fucking live stream, and he's still trying to defend the bullshit niggas that he's wasting his time fucking listening to. At the end of the day, you need to so when you do that actual drop,
I listened to the entire stream.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. This is between me and Mark.
You're the one that won't stop talking.
Like, bro, at the end of the day, I didn't even come to talk to you. You were talked to last night when you asked me about your bullshit PhDs that you look up to.
What up?
This is your problem.
Wait,
Okay, Okay, Tito.
Alright.
So now you gonna
Tito,
come up here
you cut it out, bro.
when
Yeah,
you
can
actually
y'all hear
had
me?
the live.
I can
When
hear
you
you
actually
better
had
now.
the chance to come up on my fucking live stream,
Nigga, will you
sent
shut
these
the fuck up
dumbass
and let him
niggas
talk,
off
Nah,
here.
nah.
And
You
motherfucker be
the
on that shit,
narrative
nigga.
that you putting
Nigga,
out
at
there
the
is all
end of a
bullshit.
motherfucking
What you
day,
did is you
nigga.
went on your channel
Okay,
and you scheduled a
no,
motherfucking
nigga.
live without consulting me
No,
like a
nigga.
fucking bitch. You
No,
started the
nigga. That's
whole
not what
motherfucking
happened.
thing in
That's
bad
not
faith.
what happened.
And let me
That's
tell
not
you
what
something. Let me
happened.
tell you something,
That's
bitch
not
ass
what
nigga.
happened. That's not what
Stop getting
happened.
on this
That's not what
motherfucker.
happened.
Don't let your
That's not
mouth
what happened,
overload your
Tito.
ass.
That's not what
Stop
happened.
jumping online
No,
threatening me, bitch
Tito.
ass
That's not
nigga.
what happened. That's not what happened.
Stop jumping. Whatever happened, stop
Like
jumping online
Tito,
threatening me,
your
bitch ass
whole
nigga.
live stream process is about bitches. I don't talk about bitches at all. Can you do a live stream for 6 fucking months without bitches? That's my hardcore Tito challenge.
What
Do
the
a
fuck are
live
you
Take
stream
a look
talking
without
in the
about?
bitches
mirror.
for
You might
6
see a bitch
months.
ass
All
nigga.
this
I'm telling you.
6
filibustering
months,
ass shit you used
nigga.
to do, nigga.
6
I'm not
months,
playing that game with
nigga.
your bitch ass like
6
that. What the
months.
fuck I'm telling
6
you is
months,
stop getting
nigga.
your bitch
Won't
ass
you
on
do
the
a
internet
live stream
talking
for
shit like
6
you gonna
months
do something.
without
You
talking
fat
about
ass
bitches,
bitch. You too
hardcore
motherfucking
Tito?
fat to fight a motherfucker.
Hardcore
You
Tito.
too
Can
fat to
you do
run.
a
You
live stream without
you ain't
bitches for
been on a
6
motherfucking
months?
thing. Hoe ass fat
Nigga,
ass bitch. That's
nigga,
what I'm
can
talking
you
about.
do a live stream
All
without
that shit
6
you
months
talking
without
about, nigga,
talking about
I ain't
bitches,
talking about it.
nigga? Can you do it? Can you do
All
it,
that
nigga?
shit you talking
Can
about,
you
I'm not
do it?
talking about it.
Can you do it? You retarded ass, special ass nigga.
Chance
Can you
cool, like
fucking
to
do it?
operate in
Can
bad
you
faith.
fucking
You
do
like to
it?
put up
Can you
motherfucking
fucking do
schedules
it,
like a
Tito?
nigga just
Can
sitting
you
there
do
waiting on
it?
your whole
Can
ass.
you do
Ain't
it?
nobody
You
sitting there
fucking
waiting on you. Niggas got
17-year-old
things to do
rapist
out
ass
here.
nigga.
I'm
Can
out here
you
right now
fucking
in the field
do
doing some
a
shit.
fucking live
Fat
stream
ass
without
bitch.
bitches for 17 fucking months? Can you do that? Nigga, you went into fucking goddamn
Nigga, can you do one live stream without pretending you a
nigga,
motherfucking leader when you're not? Can you do that?
nigga. I'm not the leader of
Can you do
you.
one live
I'm
stream
not the
without
leader of
pretending your
you.
ass a leader? Without
I'm not
pretending
the
that a
leader of
motherfucker
you.
respect and
I'm
follow
not the
your
leader
ass?
of
Can you
niggas.
do
I'm
one
not the
live
leader of
stream without that?
niggas. I am not the
Can you
leader
do
of
one
niggas.
live
I'm
stream
not trying
without
to
being on some
save the
emperor
people who
have no
listen to your
clothes
live
type shit?
stream. Nigga, I'm not trying to save the nigga who
More
listen to
motherfuckers
you.
listen to me than listen to
I'm not
you.
trying to live. Nigga, I'm not trying to listen to niggas
The
who
channel,
need to believe in they fucking
with your
goddamn
dead
convicted
ass
rapists.
zombie fucking
Why the
channel,
fuck do I need to goddamn
with your
save
dead
niggas who
ass
want to
zombie
listen to
channel,
an
nigga.
actual
Your
guy?
channel is
Nigga,
dead and you
what
don't
the
even fucking know it
nigga, what
yet,
the
nigga.
fuck are you
Your
talking
channel
about?
is
Nigga, I'm right. Nigga, I'm right. I'd rather be right and alone than to actually be alone with a bunch of dumbass niggas. I don't give a fuck about that. You niggas need this goddamn YouTube shit. I already got my fucking money. That's the fucking point. Tito, you're
It
not
ain't
talking.
about
I
that,
don't
nigga.
hear
It's
Tito
that you
talking.
not good at YouTube. I'm not
At
trying
the
to place a
end of the
scribe of
day, nigga,
supremacy
you
with
not
you.
even
I'm talking about
nigga. You
engagement.
not even
Nobody
Black
watches your
Manosphere.
shit. I'm
You're
not
not
talking
Black
about whether you
Manosphere.
making money.
I
I can
know.
talk about
Dumb
that. I'm
niggas
talking
don't
about
listen to my
engagement.
shit.
Nobody
Dumb niggas
gives a
don't
fuck
listen to
about
my
what
shit.
you saying. I'm
Dumb
talking
niggas
about
don't listen to
engagement,
my
bro.
shit. The only thing you
I'm
talk
talking
about
about
is
engagement,
bitches.
bro. Nobody
I know.
cares
You
about your
talk
shit is
about
dead.
bitches.
Your fucking
You talk
channel is
about
dead.
bitches. At the
Your
end
shit
of the
is
day, you
dead,
talk
man.
about bitches.
Your
Talk about
shit is
something that's
dead.
intellectual.
Your shit is
Nigga, you
dead.
talk about bitches. You talk about hoes
Nigga,
and
it's all
everything
type of
else that had to
intellectual
do
shit.
with
I got a whole
hoes and
I got a
everything
whole
else,
series
nigga.
about political shit.
Nigga,
I got a
at
whole
the end of
series
the
about
day, that's
I
not
got a
what
whole
you
series
do.
about history.
Nigga, at the
But
end
you
of the
too busy
day,
being a lying
the
ass
only
bitch
thing that you are
operating in
fucking
bad faith to
doing,
recognize that.
like Tito, the only thing you do is talk about bitches. If you ain't talking about bitches, nobody listens to your rapist ass for anything.
What?
They don't listen to you for shit.
Nigga, I got
You
whole
really think
series
that
about history
outside
and
of that,
shit. Where the
nigga?
fuck you been?
Nigga,
Oh, I forgot you been in the fucking
outside of
refrigerator,
you
fat
robbing
ass
some
bitch.
old ass
Where you
fucking woman,
been? I got whole political series. Where you been?
outside
Fuck
of
is you
robbing some
talking
old
about?
ass woman and raping some 14-year-old
I
woman
got
when you was
car
fucking
videos and everything,
17,
but where
nigga,
you
you ain't
been?
got nothing to talk
Oh, I
about.
forgot you been in the fucking
Nigga,
refrigerator.
at the end of the day, can't nobody fucking take you nowhere. Nobody can take you nowhere.
Ain't nobody take your ass
Nobody can
nowhere
take you
because you
nowhere.
can't
You a
fit in the
fucking
fucking
rapist.
seats. Because you can't fit in the fucking seats, you fat ass bitch.
Nigga. At the end of the fucking day, you are a fucking 17-year-old dude who raped a fucking 14-year-old. You want to talk
And guess
about that
what? I'm
shit,
fucking
nigga?
47
It
years
doesn't
old now, fat
fucking
ass
matter.
bitch.
You
Now
are
what?
still a fucking rapist. At the end of the
And
day,
you
you
still a
pieced it
fat
up
ass
when you
bitch
took your
with a
motherfucking
zombie
ass to
ass
jail,
fucking
nigga.
channel with the
That's what the
same
fuck
motherfucking picture up there year
That's
after
what
year
you did,
because you don't want to cam up
That's
and let a
what the
motherfucker
fuck
know
you
you got
did.
fatter
Oh,
than
nigga,
you are.
a
With
rapist
that
nigga want to see
Darkwing
me
duck ass
cam
outfit.
up.
Don't you ever
Nigga,
disrespect me looking like
goddamn,
your
nigga.
motherfucking cholesterol level
Goddamn, nigga, like
191.
a
You
rapist
fat
ass nigga
ass
want to
bitch.
see me
Don't you ever
cam up.
disrespect me
What
looking
kind
like
of
you got skin tags all around your motherfucking
bro,
neck, fat ass bitch.
Tito,
You
you want to die
motherfucking
tonight?
thyroid disorder, fat ass
Tito, you want to die
cholesterol,
tonight?
salt
Tito,
bone ass
you
bitch.
want to die
Fuck is
tonight?
you talking about?
Nigga, you want to die tonight?
Fat
You want to die
asshole.
tonight?
Fat
Nigga,
asshole. I can see my dick though. Can you see yours? I can see my
nigga.
dick. Fat ass
Nigga, at the
nigga.
end of the fucking day,
Fat
talk to
ass
me like
nigga.
you
At
are
the
some
end of the
fucking
day, I
bitch
can see
who
my
tried
dick.
to rape
At the
my
end of
fucking
the day,
ass, nigga.
nigga.
That don't mean shit, nigga. Nigga, at the end of the fucking day, dude, there's plenty of dudes with infrared beams in your fucking head who want to take it off in your fucking city. There's plenty of niggas who don't fuck with you like that. Nigga, you are on some fucking bullshit right now, bro. Bro, at the end of the fucking day, a dude who raped somebody is not going to motherfucking back to jail for fucking robbery and not having that jacket check when you check in, nigga. That's what it is. At the end of the fucking day, I don't even give a fuck about most of these black men here. Most of these niggas want to look up the bullshit niggas. That's why they came here. They didn't come here to deal with motherfuckers who's on some business shit and all this other shit. They wanted to look up the dumb niggas like Hardcore Tito. Hardcore Tito doesn't have a voice without talking to bitches. He has to talk about bitches to bring you dumb niggas in. That's the point. If Hardcore Tito is talking about fucking history, the nigga's lost. He's special ed. He can't even fucking recall anything. At the end of the motherfucking day, this is what this nigga is on. Bro, there's plenty of people in your fucking hood who want you out of here. Too many. Like, bro, these people see you online talking all this crazy ass shit online. Niggas want to motherfucking stomp your face off in your neighborhood, including my uncle who lives 4 blocks from you. Bro, you cannot be talking this fucking crazy shit on the shit that you own. Like, this is what the manosphere is. The manosphere has to protect rapist ass niggas who are 17-year-olds who slept with a 14-year-old.
Yo, you gotta chill on the R
Dude,
word,
at the
bro.
end of the motherfucking a rapist who fucking did this kind of shit. At the end of the fucking day, Tito, there ain't no motherfucking way in the hell niggas would have you around their daughters. They wouldn't have you anywhere. The only reason why you here is to talk about bitches. And if you cannot talk about bitches, nobody will listen to you. Because when it comes to your intellectual shit, you got nothing. You know, you even admitted that you're a special ed child. End of the motherfucking day, keep talking about bitches. Or your channel's dead. Nigga, I'd rather be writing alone than to be with a group of ass fucking niggas who listen to you. And you know we share moderators. Never remove them niggas' wrench. Never trying to make them niggas take a side. I'm gonna let them niggas stay over there and look crazy. At the end of the motherfucking day, if you're listening to Hardcore Tito or BGS Edmore or Green Gorilla or T. Hassan Johnson or dumbass fucking Dr. Thunder, you niggas are lost. Or Ron O'Neal, you niggas are lost. You're never going to be able to get past that shit. And at the end of the day, it's my job to teach the fucking world to make sure that you niggas never leave that fucking space. As soon as you try to fucking become productive and do something else, it's my job to make sure that they kick your ass back to the fucking phantom zone, nigga. At the end of the day, you niggas are never leaving that fucking space. You niggas gonna stay there on that shit.
We gonna end this soon because I got to be somewhere at 8 and it's 7:35.
I understand that.
Yeah, we gonna wrap this up, but appreciate everybody who's joining.
But at the end of the day, man. A dude who had his first charge as a convicted rapist can't be coming online on YouTube, rapist, online trying to talk shit to other niggas, trying to grade me like I'm a bitch that you trying to fuck, nigga. What the fuck? I thought you had all the hoes that you wanted to fuck with, including young ones. What the fuck is this?
Look. I gotta go, but yo, another time. Another
all
time.
right, bro. You have a really nice day.
All right, no doubt. Yo, I don't know, man. Check it out. We out of here. I got a place to be. 100, whatever. However I'm gonna end this. Shout out to everybody who's in the chat. Shout out. Oh, Tito. Oh my God. Yo, I gotta go, man. Yo, I wish this was a night that I had more time. I gotta go to a show. And we got tickets to go to a show. We can't be late. So, Tito, you know we gonna read this up. Doc, you know we gonna read this up. You know, everybody. This was an event. Do what you will with it. If you gonna clip it, Clip it immediately. If you want to download it immediately. It can't stay up. It can't stay up. So get what you need from this shit ASAP. I'm telling you now. Get what you need from this shit ASAP. Okay? Because I'm going to have to either unlist it or whatever. Get what you need from this shit ASAP. My man went crazy on the R word, leaned on it real hard. Get what you, I don't mind, jack it. Okay? Jack this shit. I'll talk to y'all later. Good looking Salty. Shout out to Salty. Shout out to Dre. Shout out to everybody who was up here. Peace out. 100. I'm out of here.